So just as we finish crisis 2 of COVID, we get through it. We know it's still around, but obviously we're managing it. We get into the looting crisis. And what was really interesting is to see how the culture of the organization had changed. The solve courageously, together exponentially, was absolutely critical. The team immediately got into crisis mode. Within 24 hours, we had started solving. We built a WhatsApp bot. It went out to our staff. It allowed them to come back to us about where they were, what their problems were, how we can help them. And the team went into action. As you know, the biggest thing was food and food parcels. Interestingly for me was that our customers came back to help us. It felt a little bit like 2010 World Cup. The whole of South Africa just working together to solve a really big problem. The staff got together. We had 24 tons of food delivered to our Galuli's office overnight, and they all came with their cars. We packed the food, we put it in boxes and packets and buckies, and off we went. We delivered over 1,600 parcels, 800 into Gauteng, 800 into KwaZulu-Natal, and we knew where they had to go because we'd used technology to solve that problem, but we were able to do it in 24 hours. The second thing we did was realizing that the restaurant industry had closed down. We found a restaurant that was prepared to open up and get going to actually make food. And over the next 10 days, we had about 10,000 meals prepared and delivered to our staff and also to some of our CSR partners who were in dire need of food. The third thing we did, which was a little bit out of the blue, but we realized quite quickly from our staff that there were a number of SMEs that had been affected and just didn't have the wherewithal to rebuild their businesses. And so working with government, once again, we created a bot that small businesses could phone in. They could tell the bot what they wanted, where their business was situated, what their problem was, and what would help them get back into business. This information got collated into a database, gets sent to government, and connects government, volunteers, and donors together to make sure we can get these small businesses back up off the ground again. And this is really important as we rebuild South Africa. And this is the heart of EOH. And for me, that's what's so exciting. I came here because I wanted to help upskill people in the fourth industrial revolution, especially the unemployed. And it was on the back of the presidential task force around the fourth industrial revolution. What's amazing is that through these crises, has actually now come to fruition. And EOH is really helping rebuild South Africa.